Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you know, they got the GAZA protests out there in New York City. It swarms the World Trade Center and so on with, drones of people and stuff protesting for GAZA. First off, I don't understand why Aboriginal Negroes are out there when you can't get reparations or a bill passed for protection against hate crimes in America when you number one on the list for being hated in America by the Federal Center for Ethnic Hate Crimes in America. I don't understand why you out there. And second of all, I don't like to see no wrongs done to no people. Let's just put that out there. That's just the reality, wrong is wrong. But my thing is, as Aboriginal Negroes of America, all the protesting that we did here in the United States and still do is based off of colonizers coming and invading America and invading our people on our own lands as Aboriginal Negroes of America, and then changing our identity, changing our culture, changing our history, and going off and committing all sorts of atrocities in the form of Holocaust, massacre, genocide to our forefathers in our bloodline. So our protest is embedded and woven in United States empire. So that's why we protest. We protest against a people that has did us great wrong here in the United States. And we can't leave. We can't go to other countries and seek help and then protest in other countries for what has been done to us here in the United States. You gotta do that where the wrong is at. So for me, I don't understand other nations that come to the United States of America and protest about what's going on in their country. Don't you supposed to stay in your own country and protest against your own people about what's going on? And in this case, I understand in a sense of what the Gaza is going through, because they similar to the same boat that we in by the same people that pretty much infringed on us. And that's just another history lesson for another day. But at the end of the day, we know who actually took part in funding us as well. When it comes to putting us in shackles, we know who actually took part in funding that. Well, you can't really speak on it because you'll be anti. But at the end of the day, I understand what Gaza is going through because it's similar to the same of being infringed upon here in the United States by the colonizers that invaded us. And then after they got a stronghold on our identity, on our land, they was able to take our identity from us, our culture from us, our history from us, our land from us, and our God from us. Literally just outlawed us as a people on our own land, and then gave us a new identity, and then mandated that it be taught to us for years, so that way we don't have no real understanding of where we from or who we are after 200 years of not being able to read, based off of being outlawed from reading and being able to take part in our identity and in our heritage. So I do understand that, but at the same time, it's still happening off the soils of the United States. Ours happened here under the actual government of the United States here on American soil. So that's why we protest here. The protesting for all other nations coming to this country on United States soil don't make any sense to me, because it's not our plight as American citizens to have to, or United States citizens to have to deal with your issues that are at home on your land based off of what you have to deal with, especially Aboriginal Negroes of America who haven't got justice here from the United States to this day. We are still trying to get justice for ourselves. And most of the time, no other nation is helping us. We have no allies that's out there saying they're right. They owed reparations in the form of money and land to reform their nation, to be able to go and be a nation again amongst themselves that are not infringed upon or controlled or manipulated by any other nations, because they are their own nation, thus deserve the right to be their own nation again on their own land. Ain't no other nations or allies saying that for us and coming out in drones to be able to get that happening under this United States government who's denying us our freedom in a form of liberation. And if you don't know what liberation is, it's separation from your oppressors, separation from your oppressors' inheritors who maintain your oppression. That's liberation, to be separated from the conquerors that came to conquer you, not live under them and live intertwined with them. That's not liberation. That's not freedom. Freedom is when you control your own reality again, your own political reality, your own economic reality. We don't control none of that. We don't even have no skin in the game on that. We don't even have no say in that at all, literally. And if you don't understand that, go research it. Because, you need to be informed on why we in the boat we in as Aboriginal Negroes of America. It's your job and your duty to understand these things for your children that's coming up and your grandchildren that's coming up, so that way they can understand the actual destruction that they're under and their people are under, in order to save themselves in some form and fashion, where they don't get totally crushed by this god doggone system of United States of white supremacy and colonization. That is a must. Too many of us is being mass incarcerated, and too many of us are seeing body bags based off of this lack of understanding that we're still oppressed, that we're not free. Emancipation Proclamation to mass incarceration. That is the reality. So when you look at all these other nations running to America to protest what's going on in their country, that doesn't make any sense. Do what the Aboriginal Negroes of America did. Protest where the problem is at. And in turn, protest at home. Make changes at home to better your home, to bring benefits to your own home, to be able to uplift your country. We're under a people who invaded a country and took over the country by Holocaust massacre and genocides, and haven't relinquished the country, nor haven't they given any real true justice or any real true liberation in the form of freedom to the people that they infringed upon. They haven't relinquished us yet, literally, and ain't trying to, and won't empower us from nowhere by giving us our justice in the form of reparations, that is money and land that is owed to us, in order for us to separate and be our own nation. They will not do that, thus showing that they're still tyrannical and tyrants when it comes to being against my people. That's what it is. Thus, this is why we in the boat we in. And this is why we must continue to boycott, continue to protest, and continue to put 10 toes down on the ground and move things for our people. And even in that, we got our own people who take the trick bag, sign contracts, and take oaths and be against their own nation to keep us in the same boat we in. So we got an uphill battle no matter what we do, because we got to get through our own people that done went against us and turned their back on us to be with them colonizers. But those that are coming to the country, those that are here and protesting for things that's happening in their country, y'all should take that walk back to the country that you're from and change your people, change your outcome on your land by doing the protesting there. That's where the battle is at. That's where you must go. Because at the end of the day, being miles away from your own land, protesting somewhere else ain't gonna change nothing. Look at where we at. We right here under the government, under the people that has infringed upon us, trying to change something through protests and so on. And we still haven't gotten nowhere. We're still in ghettos and slums and hoods. This is just that reality. The truth is the truth. We still suffering majorly with lack of everything. They don't give us nothing but bare minimum to survive off here. And in turn, when we can't survive off of it and we break any of the millions of laws they got us under, they mass incarcerate us to the fullest, even if we're just trying to survive. So with that, I understand what GAZA going through. I understand what, other nations may be going through on their own land, but it is your land, and you should be on your own land dealing with your own problems. Because coming to America with your own problems don't have nothing to do with us. Our problems is tied and embedded in the United States of America